The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle.
Really? That quickly?
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animo God
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't—
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule.
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven. Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse? But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
This moment will be frozen.
Come a little closer.
Windblade!
Huh? What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, it seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's Of course. I believe the people of Mondstadt all know of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, but now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly. It should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wished—
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility to alter our— If slaying him is our only choice, I will—
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you mean—
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card?
The Traveler?
Correct. But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to— Which means—
You tone-deaf bard! You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even—
Hey, nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, Honorary Knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters?
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
Freeze!
It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. I'll Although this wooden lyre is all I have, I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm
Enemy attack! Prepare!
The stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly troll camps in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
Dodge this!
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas with high elemental. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, and presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened! You're not entirely useless, Tone-Deaf Bard.
This is it. We are now entering Storm Terror's lair. Watch yourselves.
Freeze!
I'll keep this close.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in, he flies in.
Oh. You do have a point. It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant...
I suppose we...
Let's make a detour then.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent? Look, a wind current. It might lead us to the top of the tower.
Oh, we can't advance any further. The room—
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to— These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light at— If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts—
We should be close to completing the set. Let's put the last part back and see.
A reward on the road.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more cores. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair?
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
You do have a...
Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up a little.
Cool it!
Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic! It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground! Let's start looking for the next puzzle! It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. 1 more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken. We should venture onward from here.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt.
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Even Master D-Luke accompanied us to the very end, despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city? She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him. And no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots! Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. and condense the pure animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. hurting you. Now we can fight Dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Yeah! Now is our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. Dvalin's ace in the hole, Celestinum Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step. Yeah! Now is our chance! Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck!
This place is gonna collapse!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animal Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You guys are back! The honor... Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about... I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. That doesn't come into it. You guys deserve all the credit for how you when I brought you into the city that day, I was just doing my duty as an outrider.
You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here this whole...
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do.
Aftermath? Here?
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a... Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected...
Oh yeah! Paimon remembers when we...
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be... Me too. But I have a strange feeling that we're not... Hilly Churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like this. Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind...
They've taken over the Hilly Churls!
That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your I promised to take you out. There's no time like the present, right?
You bet! You may have...
Awesome, let's go! Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll...
we go. This is it. Crisis, danger, the Adventurers Guild. Finally, our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost pup. Roll up, youngsters. Join the Adventurers Guild to... What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? Storm Terror should have...
Long live the heroes. Many trade routes have closed due to the Storm Terror incident. We can cope for now. I cannot imagine a world with... I hope they get the trade...
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin. Every cloud has a silver lining. For that, we have you to thank. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, Pete...
Greetings. May I take...
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. Ah, so you do feel something for me. And people say my charm to bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big...
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated...
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot to collect...
While all the other knights are working...
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in Nut? To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. That same day, I saw shadowy
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the end, except for me, of course, through various means. The situation is this. The Abyss Order...
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who divided...
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with... there's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence brief. I think she's still angry with me for my absence.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. I agree. He sets a terrible example for someone... but let's forget about him. I worked super hard to... Hi, Sarah. One sticky honey roast, please. So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us.
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt?
Really? Oh, well, I guess this is... Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Favonius. And that's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
That was good. Note to Paimon.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You could... Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do...
Anything the Knights can do for you.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the holy lyre to Hamel.
May the Animo Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your... Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing.
Sounds like quite the story. So, we cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre for it. Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The Holy Lyre! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? You tone-deaf bard! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirky wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake! I wouldn't say he's alright, except I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers. That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he
left? Already?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave. How strange.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only... so you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss. As you know, Visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia.
Allergenes? Paimon's never heard of...
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with... It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya?
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another... how should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, but we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for an... If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficult... You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there. He only descends once every year to give his divine...
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain...
In any case, this year's rite of descension is soon to begin.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then...
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me to a traveler. As you set off on your journey, the birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension...